What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to another Monday update where we talk about the DeFi market in general, as well about the DeFi high risk market and especially what's currently going on the base mainnet, because we have exciting times. It seems that we have the same series of projects as we had in the early stage of 2021, especially on the Binance Smart Chain. So all these Tomb forks, maybe node projects, maybe other high risk stuff, which is launching on the base mainnet. And I want to give you a new project in this video I'm looking out for, which will launch on base and might have some potential. But we want to start with a look at the total value locked currently in DeFi. We're sitting at 37.5 billion US dollars, so almost the same value as last Monday. We see a lot of outflow on all different chains, especially on the Ethereum chain today, where we had 10% less capital. But as we can see here, all the bigger chains are losing funds. People are moving their funds out of crypto. We can see that here on base as well, even if we had a lot of inflow over the last couple days and weeks since the base mainnet launched in the beginning of August this year. So if we take a look on base specifically, we can see that Aerodrome still the biggest protocol with almost half of the total value lock of the whole network. And there are of course a lot of other DEXs, a lot of new projects which get currently listed on DeFi Llama. And one of those projects might also be Wildbase. I mentioned this project already in yesterday's video. This is basically a yield farm which will have a whole ecosystem around it with a Tomb fork which will launch in approximately 1 to 3 weeks. And currently the token did very well, so all the pre-salers here in this case made very good gains. The token had a 25x in the peak right here. Currently we are sitting at around a 2 to 3x compared to pre-sale prices and a 50% gain on the launch price. And the APRs in the farms are currently doing very well. So if we're taking a look here in the farms and staking pools, we can see that we have a total value locked on this protocol of 820,000 US dollars. And we currently get very high APRs, especially here on the native token. On the wild token, we get 12k% APR. And if we pair it with ETH, we even get 51,000%. And those farms are now live for probably around 5 to 6 hours. And that's why I'm always stressing you should get into those farms as early as possible. I, for example, already claimed 40% of my wild tokens. I still get 60% of them in the next 6 hours, 10% every single hour. And I already made a 2x on my initial investment and now have 60% of my capital, which I can put into those farms here for a 0% deposit fee into the wild farm and for a 2% deposit fee, for example, if I pair it with ETH and I get those nice APRs. You can do all of that if you just go over to Alienbase, have the contract address of the wild token, and then you can provide liquidity over here or buy and sell the wild token, because they are routing everything through Alienbase. So you might want to jump over there and get some wild token or pair some wild token with Ethereum to take advantage of these great APRs. Or also, for example, if you already hold Alienbase token, which probably a lot of you do, you can also put it in here for a current 3k% APR. The deposit fee here in this case is just 3%. So what you do here is just click on the farm, enable the farm, put your Alienbase token in, and your rewards should then after a few minutes show up here, and then you can decide if you want to stake your wild tokens or want to sell them right ahead on the market. For example, they have a few more farms coming in the next few days. Probably there you can see that they will have pairs with stablecoins, so with DAI and USDC. Or for example, also a farm with the Alienbase token, with Uniswap and Sushi token. So a lot of new pools, a lot of new opportunities which are coming to Wildbase, which you might want to look out for. Then another token on the base mainnet, which I already talked about in my DeFi portfolio update for this month, as well as in the video before. This one is a meme coin called Bullrun, and it's doing pretty well. We had a little dip after it launched, but now we're sitting at 4x of launch price. I, for example, went into the pre-sale here, now got my initial out again, and now I have my moon bag ready for all the farms which will come. We're currently sitting at 69 holders, so not that much, And if we take a look on their Discord, the marketing has just started. The token is hyper deflationary. You already burned over 1% of all the tokens after only 48 hours. They already applied for every listing on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and on the DBank. And we have a very solid team behind it, which has a lot of exciting stuff coming. They already have a partnership with BaseSwap, so a lot of BaseSwap team is invested into this meme coin. If you want to buy, you just come over to the swap page of BaseSwap because it is already whitelisted. So you just click on swap and then you search for the token. You just type in bull run token and then you can buy it directly here with your ETH and get your moon bag ready for a potential 10x, 50x. We never know what's gonna happen, but I think this one has a lot of potential. That's the only meme coin I'm currently holding because of the team behind it and because of all the pre-sale and current investors. We are just sitting at a liquidity of 32k and a market cap of 170k. So quite a lot of upside here in my opinion, and I will keep you updated on this one in upcoming videos. Then, as I already promised in the beginning, I wanted to talk about a project which will launch, which will come to base in approximately 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks. They currently have their invite competition running. I will, of course, also provide the Telegram link down in the description box that you can join. It will basically be a yield farm / ROI Dapp where you can earn a lot of percentages. And there is their own token which will be called Elite, so you might want to check everything out here. The detailed white paper is also pinned here and it's currently read only, so you can't write, but there will probably be a new group or they will open it up for all the people to write, to ask their questions in a few days. Then for the last part of the video, we want to talk about the DeFi high risk market where I see currently potential, and there are just 2 projects. One just launched and one will launch tomorrow or the day afterwards. And you can find those projects, for example, here on Dapp side. And one project I wanted to talk about is BNB All Stars. This is a fork of My Diamond Team version 2. So if you have ever heard of My Diamond Team version 2, it's basically a fork of Drip and has done very well in the beginning of 2021. Of course, it went down because it had no external revenue, but if you were in this early, you could have made a lot of gains. And BNB All Stars now has changed some functions, but it basically works in the same way, and that's why I think it's worth mentioning here, because it could go very parabolic once people pay attention and a lot of shilling on YouTube happens. So you might want to look into this as well. And the second project I wanted to mention here is Tront, because they just built their version 2. Their version 1 did also very well. Of course, I have to mention here, this is also without external revenue. It's just money in, money out, and you get a basic daily ROI of 2.5%. The team behind is trusted and they already have the audit out from Krypto. And as you can see here, it's running on the Binance Smart Chain and the smart contract has no vulnerabilities, backdoors, or scam scripts and can be considered safe. You should only go into those projects in the early seconds, so I would only join them if I would be right on time when they launch. Otherwise, the risk is of course way too high. That's why I currently only stick to projects on the base mainnet, because there are a lot of people and a lot of volume, and the risk, in my opinion, or the risk reward, in my opinion, is way better than on current Binance Smart Chain projects. So if you like today's update, would be great as always if you can hit the like button. If you don't want to miss future videos on my channel, which I release almost on a daily basis, you might also want to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.